you're trying to say is that you fell here from another world? But when you wanted to leave and go on to the next world, your path was blocked by some unknown god?
Outlanders, your journey ends here.
Who are you? The sustainer of heavenly principles. The arrogation of mankind ends now.
Give my sister back! And just like that, the god took away my sister. Some kind of seal was cast upon me, and I lost my power. So while we used to travel from world to world, we are now trapped here.
Hello's everybody. Ooh, how's everybody doing? So I actually got on earlier today, hoping to do my Archon quest, and got distracted by a bunch of things, but it's all good news. Wrong thing there. So here we go. Whoops, not that one either. There we go, this one. And where is Bennett? Yeah, Bennett. We're still like level 40. But look at the stats on the Fleuve Cendre Ferryman. 33.8% recharge, but increases elemental skill crit rate by 16, which is not negligible, but, still, modest. Additionally, increases energy recharge by another 32% for 5 seconds after using elemental skill. So, basically, 32% to 33.8%, so let's say 34. That's like 66 people. 66% recharge. Crazy, crazy amount of recharge. So I think I'm gonna need to do something here. Okay, what is my current... Okay, my current... So let's go do one condense. It's not 120 yet, but it will be, but I'll just do one condense. And go and whack one of the ley lines. Ooh. There we go. I kind of need monies too, but not gonna happen. Okay. Where is the ley line? Oh, here it is. Let's go to it. Oh, hellos. Is my microphone working? I hope it does. It is. Okay.
The world remains constant over the centuries.
Thank you for that notification. Okay, let's go do the ley line. Because I do kind of need to level up Bennett. Everybody wants Bennett to be leveled up, so let's go do that.
I'll protect us. Oz, reveal.
You're open! Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal! There is no escape!
That's a show again.
Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish!
Fire!
Picked the wrong test subject.
Use condensed resin on him. That gives me 9 instead of 10. Okay. Not as good as doing them one by one, I would say. So that is a loss in my book. I did want to try the difference because I haven't done this all that often. Well, honestly, I haven't done them since I first started playing. When I first started playing this game, people would tell me, yep, go do the ley lines. I don't think I was even level 16 then. I guess I stopped doing them when I reached level 16. But nice. Nicely done. Okay. Let's see what we can do for Bennett here. Oh, my poor Candace. My poor Candace is not gonna forgive me.
Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not. Ow! Where did that come from?
Yep. I'd like to get him up to 60. Honestly, I would. Really? 5 of these? Okay.
Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not. Ow! Where did that come from?
Okay, let's see if we cannot find 12 of these Windwheel Asters. 12, just 12. Okay, let me find the Tevat interactive map here.
Silly churl, Billy churl.
When? Yep, there we go.
Hilly churl. Ooh.
Close this out. Actually, I pretty much don't need to fish no more. Right, folks?
Wanna come
Boom.
over for
Hey,
tea?
they're gone. No more fishies. What? Okay. Not many locations, but we might be able to do something here. So that's the statue. Normally there's some here, but I might have picked them up already. I'm trying to get Benny ready for Fontaine. Actually, behind here? Is there any? Yeah, there is. There they are. Snapdragons. Although we would have preferred horsetails. Okay, so we picked up these ones. Now there's some in and around up here somewheres. I have a tendency to call it Google Maps, but that's not right. Fortunately, did I come all this way for mushrooms? Apparently, I did. Alright. Not the flowers we are looking for. Yeah, we're pretty far from the water here. Oh, here are the ones I'm looking for. 2, and actually there should be a third. Not seeing the third though. Alright, and then there's a few here across. Another snapdragon. Okay, my friend. Do we have enough? Oh, I'm missing one. And worst part of it is that there is one more. Just one more, and it's a little bit of a climb to get to it. What we wouldn't do for our Aster. There we go. Boom.
Benny's adventure team, assemble! Wow,
Check out all this power. How can I repay you, though? Oh yeah! I know this domain where there's a priceless treasure hidden somewhere inside. Let's go hit it up! Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
Ooh, that was an expensive level up. Got me under the million.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
Okay, let's do his weapon now. Ooh, this is also gonna be very expensive, folks. Almost 100,000 for his weapon. There we go. Okay, so I don't have enough materials anytime soon, so he'll have to do with that. Talents lacking. I know, folks. When can we go? We can go tomorrow's, not today's. Okay, that's not what I wanted, but...
By royal decree.
Shine down.
Well, how is he not dead?
Illusion shattered.
Okay. Take 2. Here we go. Yes, I should do a pull to die. I wonder who that Kabari. Okay, let's redo or rethink our team here.
Gonna be epic.
It's gonna be epic. This is a lot of DPS. Methinks. Although, I think Bennett... It's unfortunate because the other day... Hey, welcome back. I forgot what we had decided for his artifacts, though. I think this is only the crown thingy that we were not really particularly happy with, but I think the cup being HP, energy recharge, attack, crit. Do I have another feather? Energy recharge on Diona. And or... Did I have another? Let's set this. Noblesse. What was the other one? HP... No, flat. Okay. This one has HP percentage. HP flat. I kinda almost wanna just switch them around. No. He has energy recharge here in percentage. She does have percentage. I can almost switch just these around with Diona in the meantime. Ooh, what's this one? Defense, yeah. How did defense get plus 19? What happened there? I guess that's all I had for Diona before getting her this one. That's what happened there. Okay. Oh no, but his Sands, yeah, his Sands is already something else. Crit, crit, crit. So basically I just invest in this, invest in this cup. And what does Diona have here? Crit damage, elemental mastery, crit rates. Okay, so let's bring it up a little bit. This is gonna be bloody expensive. That's why I don't want to do it too much. What's gonna get enhanced? Hopefully the HP percentage. Or the crit rate. HP! Awesome! Okay. I'm happy with that one. Let's enhance this one a bit. I am going broke, folks. I am going broke. Crit rate. Unfortunately, I don't want the flat HP to go up. Yes, I want the crit rates to go up. Perfect. So, basically what I'm gonna do here is switch with Diona. Which, I need to remember to re-switch this around. When I need to take Diona out, but switch. Confirm. Diona, switch. What are the other two flowers I got here? Crit damage, elemental, defense, defense. No. Let's switch with Diona. Confirm. At least Diona is not left in... But I think that this is gonna be super powerful for Bennett. Let's see overall Bennett's overall stats.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
So his energy recharge is currently at 180, which is right where we wanted. Crit rate at 37, which I am happy with. Crit damage at 77. I am happy with that. I am actually quite happy with these stats.
Where did that come from?
For a support character, he's probably stronger than some of my DPSs. So now I should be pretty strong enough getting the attack boost and a healer at the same time. Shogun's committing suicide! Almost had you fooled.
You said you were going to see Lady Farina? Well, it seems Lady Farina has come to see you.
Awesome! I don't believe it, but whatever. Hey, who's this one? Hey, it is. What? That is Farina.
So, she's the Hydro Archon? But how did she know we were looking for her?
My dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all, raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one, then just raise your hand in lieu.
Very influenced by the French. I'm not sure that's a good thing.
As you can all see, 2 unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and his companion, who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Well, this is certainly a change where everywhere we go, it takes forever to meet the Archon.
Is she talking about us?
Nope, she's talking only about you.
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you've left in your wake as you visited other nations. But I welcome you nevertheless. No, I have come to receive you personally. Fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless wariness. You can be rest assured. I see clearly your sincerity.
And yet, I'm not convinced.
Of course, seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. It will allow you to truly behold my power and witness my authority. Intelligent people always gather under the correct banner. I, Fosalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip. Now, you may rejoice in this.
Yeah, Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like we've only been here for a few minutes.
Well, actually, I've been here quite a while without actually starting this storyline.
But the Hydro Archon's entrance was, how should Paimon describe it? A little over the top? Ahem. Miss Hydro Archon? How did you know we were coming?
Ah, I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. Don't forget that even the gods can be divided into the mediocre and the excellent. I suppose it's only natural for you to be awestruck by my abilities. You had best stop and consider. Do you really have the noble qualities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a god? All it takes is a flick of my finger for me to know everything about you.
Whoa. Talk about sounding high and mighty.
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still isn't enough? What else should I say then?
Is she waiting for us to start talking?
She's so smug. Well, she's over the top. I mean, Ito is also over the top.
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Farina here. What a surprise! Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler? How did I not notice before?
What do you mean, the legendary blonde traveler?
Hey, what's all the commotion? Oh, is that Lady Farina? Is there some kind of drama going on?
Of course. That's the blonde traveler. The one all those stories are about. Lady Farina came here to personally see him. Oh, I bet this is gonna be the duel of the century.
Yes, I want to take her on.
Ooh, I've got to see this. I knew Lady Farina would never disappoint.
I'm ready for a fight.
Yes, but don't get too excited now. My dear believers and spectators alike tend to get quite rowdy, and despite the noise, I've come to tolerate all their ruckus. You may consider this my reward to all of you. I have determined that there will be an epic duel between myself and this traveler from another land, just as you were hoping to see.
Now she wants to fight?
Yep.
I'm getting a little
Best way for me to grab her gnosis. Fighting gods, I've got a resume. Oh, she doesn't seem happy. I don't think this is the kind of duel she was talking about.
Might I remind you that this is a duel against the divine?
What are you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
Yeah, not a smart move at all.
Stand down, Clorend. I admire his bravery. Few have the courage to draw their sword against a god. He is obviously a true warrior.
What is it, Rick? Yeah, I hear you squawking, but I don't know what you want. I gave you plenty of food.
Unfortunately, people nowadays only crave to be thrilled, and a mere duel will not slake their thirst for excitement.
Oh, yeah, she's right. Just a duel wouldn't be all that interesting.
On Arrhenius, criminals are always requesting duels to defend their honor. I'm getting a bit old, to tell the truth.
What? Criminals?
You see. Then, as the god of justice, I shall face this traveler in another kind of duel. A duel in court!
Oh boy.
All right! Now that'll be worth seeing!
Not really, folks. Man, I miss the days of Rome and the gladiators and stuff.
Right. This is Fontaine, after all. Such a grand opera house. It would be a pity not to use it.
Yeah, we could turn, you know, the opera house into a, you know, arena.
Why do you care so much about the crowd's reactions? Seems you've spent a little too much time in the opera house. Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on trial?
Oh, we have reason to put you on trial. It's obvious, isn't it?
Yeah, we've been shaking up Tavat and rearranging the timelines and stuff.
According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month. You are clearly guilty of violating this law, no?
Yeah, because Paimon flies. Well, actually, she floats.
Oh, so that's what they've done wrong. That's Our Lady Farina. No one knows the laws of Fontaine like she does.
Yeah, probably because she makes them up as she goes.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that? Wait, flying object? You mean Paimon?
Yep, take her away. I agree. Just take her away. I don't want to be guilty of this stuff anymore. My days of crime are done. I'm repenting. Take Paimon away from me, please.
Precisely! Now, if you two have no objections, then in the name of the Hydro Archon, I order your arrest.
Yes, I'm willing
My
to
apologies, Lady Farina. I don't mean to spoil the fun. But if you would allow me to interject, I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
Yeah, more of a floating one,
You
but
tell her, Linny! Finally someone who's not crazy. How could anyone call Paimon a flying object?
I still would like them to remove you from my presence.
Ah, great magician Linny, my beloved citizen. I'll permit you to object, but how exactly do you plan to prove your claim?
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the show.
Hellos again, Dante.
So, with such an audience gathered here, allow me to perform a trick for everyone.
Yes, can we vanish and just run away back to Samuru? Oh. He's Pyro? I did not know that because I don't have him, so I did not know he was Pyro. Uh-oh. What is this?
Ta-da!
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey! When did Linny do that?
So the plot thickens.
There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This rope has been in the Traveler's hand all along. It was just that no one could see it before.
You call that magic? You've got to be joking.
So basically, Paimon is now my balloon. Can I pop it? I don't want Paimon no more.
I thought it was pretty good. Nice one.
Huh. I'm not sure what to think. It seems Lady Farina's charges no longer hold water.
Uh-oh, she's not gonna be happy about that. We're gonna feel her wrath.
Amusing. Very amusing, Linny. Just the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy. With you here, today's performance can finally be called complete.
Performance? You see all this as a performance?
I'm noticing one thing here, that the music is a lot louder than the dialogue, which is not the case in every other story, but here they're trying to make the music part of the drama thing. So I'm gonna have to rebalance this.
In which case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. The god of justice will not bring charges against an innocent person. But when there are valid grounds, I will not only judge travelers from abroad, but even the gods of other lands.
Ooh, I'm considered a god of another land now?
I look forward to seeing your upcoming performance at the Opera House, Mr. Linny and Miss Lynette. That's enough for now. Toodaloo!
Hey, that's Yutao's line. Is it the same voice actor that does Yutao? That does Farina? I wouldn't be surprised.
And just like that, she's gone. Well, that's the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. He never even
Really?
had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon. That whole scene just now was really...
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little preparation, just in case. I didn't think it would actually come in handy.
All I can say is Farina's story is a 10 out of 10. Well, I hope so, because the first part of Nahida's story kind of really infuriated me with the sleep and start the day over and over again. Especially when I had to go and help out my friend, and I could not do a co-op until I finished that. I could not get out of it.
So, now do you see what kind of god Lady Farina is?
No, I don't, but I guess I'll find out.
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason. Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Linny. It sounded like you'll be performing at the Opera House, right?
How did you not know he was a magician? Even before meeting him, I knew he was a magician.
I just know a few simple tricks I use to make a living. Lynette is my assistant. It will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in Fontaine, the Opera House.
But isn't the Opera House where criminal trials are held in Fontaine?
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a variety of other performances. To the people of Fontaine, the line between a trial and a performance can be a little blurred.
You've been squawking and squawking and squawking. What is it, big baby? What is it? What does big baby want? Is he hungry? You hungry? You want me to get you some food? I think that's what he wants. I'll be right back, folks. Okay, sorry about that. Okay.
And speaking of performances, I would be remiss to forego this opportunity gifted by fate. Might I invite the two of you to see my performance?
Sure.
My brother's always excited to make new friends. Oh, sure. We don't really have anything to do now, and we wanted to go to the Opera House anyway.
Splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? Oh, you really mean it? Then I'll take you up on your offer. This is a magical item known as a magic pocket. Perhaps you can help me distribute them to the people here.
Is that supposed to be a purse?
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
About that... You asked me before about the prophecy, right? Let me start by telling you a little more about what it entails. I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around Fontaine. It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the nation of justice holds trial after trial, this sin cannot be absolved. Until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned. In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
That sounds pretty gloomy. Why are people in Fontaine born with sin? What is that supposed to mean?
There are lots of guesses. Some say that the ancestors of Fontaine stole the power of the seas and stirred its wrath. Others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings and offended Celestia.
Okay. But then where is the nail? Because usually when Celestia gets angry, nails fall from the sky.
But here in Fontaine, evidence is what matters. There hasn't been concrete evidence for any of these claims, so they can only be regarded as conjecture.
If even the people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed, wouldn't it be better just to ignore the prophecy completely? Why bother feeling guilty all the time?
That's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have actually started rising.
Many places have already been completely submerged, and now lie beneath the sea.
Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. But my family and I think that the people of Fontaine shouldn't ignore the possibility, which would end up sentencing them to death. We hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. So, we've started distributing magic pockets to them. As a magical item, these magic pockets have astonishing capacity. I'm sure they will come in handy when people are moving their belongings.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It's like preparing for a rainy day!
Yeah, the only thing is that I have a feeling that whatever people put in it will magically appear in his safe, but we'll see.
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe. But who knows? We're just tiny specks in the grand scheme of things. Now, if you'd like to help, then please give these magic pockets to anyone nearby. Be sure to convince them to take it, regardless of what they say.
All right. Okay, let's adjust a little bit these volumes here. So volume goes down to 5. Dialogue goes
Paimon,
up to
coming
7.
in! Paimon, coming in! Is this level
Music
okay?
coming down to
Did
9.
you hear Paimon?
Hopefully this is just a little bit better. What have I achieved? Okay, so these two are not the two. He is one of them.
So you're the blonde traveler that everyone's been talking about. My apologies for not recognizing you earlier. Oh, a magic pocket? Seems you really thought of everything. I guess
I
it's
wish there were
better to
pizza
prepare for the
pockets, but
worst
no,
and hope for the
unfortunately.
best. Thanks. Please, also thank the magician on my behalf when you get the chance.
Well, he wasn't too hard to convince. Can I give one to the robot? No? Okay.
What's this? So you all...
What? You mean...
No, I believe the story says that as time wore on. So, if you ask...
Oh. Yep.
All right, I'll take it. I guess I just feel that being dissolved into the water doesn't necessarily mean death.
Well, that would be a cute way of seeing things. Oh, do I have to swim across now? Darn it! I don't want to get my shoes wet. Really? I have to go on the boat? Oh, okay. I got my shoes wet.
Huh? I don't want that thing. Way I see it, if the prophecy's true, it's still gonna be a long time before the water can cover everything. Life is all about living in the moment. What use is there?
You should still...
Oh, all right, fine. Thanks. It's just that if I start moving, that means I've already given up on the life I have now. I'd really rather not.
I understand that.
Oh, you already handed out all of the magic pockets? That was fast. So, what did people have to say? Yes, but that will change once disaster strikes. I know they'll change their minds, so it's only right to help them prepare.
So basically, he really believes this is gonna happen fast.
Is there anything else you need to do before we leave?
Yes, one last thing. I have the magic pockets made by a workshop in the court of Fontaine. Since we're out and about, I was thinking about bringing him some more materials.
So, you want to collect materials? Just tell us what the materials look like and we'll help. Many hands.
Oh, that would be much appreciated. We'll need some Romaritime flowers. I remember seeing them near the waterfront on the east side of the harbor.
I don't. I don't think I've ever picked up some Romatine flowers.
It seems we have to use Hydro to collect Romaritime flowers.
Really? I just switched Bennett in here. Okay, where's Barbara?
Wish me luck.
I did not know this. Okay. Yeah, everywhere I go, it's a highly dangerous place. Kinda wish I started this Archon quest before being 55. Dang, I feel old. What did I miss here? Oh, here they are.
You made quick work of that. I can tell you're an experienced traveler. I've also finished collecting a few here. Maybe next time you'll feel like helping too, Lynette.
No way. I'm in power-saving mode today. Otherwise, I fear I may not have any energy left for the performance at the Opera House.
What, is she an android like, Catherine?
Fine. Though the performance is still a long way off. Now that we're finished here, we should get ready to head back to the court of Fontaine.
So, we're going to the court of Fontaine before we head to the Opera House? Good. Paimon wants a tour of Fontaine's largest city and try...
Food.
Wait, shh. Have you noticed that person over there? The young girl.
Huh? What's wrong with her? Paimon didn't notice anything.
She's obviously a thief. Magicians and thieves practice similar methods. We divert attention, and a distracted audience is one that won't discover what you're really doing. Watch her movements carefully.
Oh, he's right!
Shh, keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. Perhaps we should split up.
I thought she was just, you know, rubbing his tool, but I could be wrong.
You two can ride the lift over there and wait up top. I bet that'll be her escape route if she tries to run.
Leave it to me.
All right, let's go.
I still need to keep Barbara around all the time. Because I put a lot of effort into Benny
Gonna be
here.
epic. Off we go. Adventure time.
Adventure time. Okay, where is it that I'm supposed to be going? Do I need to navigate this? Yes, I do. Okay. Oh, okay, so I do have to go somewheres up. Okay. I don't know how that makes any sense that the thief would want to go upwards.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
Don't worry, Bennett. The team is here. Don't have to worry. Couldn't I have just quick traveled to the statue?
Oh, wow. Where did that come from? Off we go.
This is the spot where Lenny wanted us to wait.
Nope, and there she is.
Oh, look! Isn't that her?
Nope, that's not her, Paimon. Keep pointing your fingers at people.
Oh no! Did she notice us? She started running the other direction! What should we do? Should we chase her?
You go chase her. I'll stay here in case she doubles back around and gives you the slip.
You're right. She might also be trying to lure us away. Nothing's happened for a while now. Paimon wonders if Lenny caught the thief.
Or maybe the thief caught Lenny.
Yeah, let's go.
That would be so funny. Don't tell me I have to go all the way back down.
Adventure time.
Oh.
Are you sure that's all she took? You should check to make sure you're not missing anything else.
No, that was all. Oh, I can't thank you enough. I didn't notice a thing earlier. Anyway, I should be going now. Thanks again.
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
No, he didn't catch up to her.
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the thing she stole on the ground. By the time I looked back, she was already gone.
Dear Gamer, hello. So who voted that I should not do a poll today?
I saw the general direction she went, but Lenny twisted his ankle, and I needed to make sure he was okay.
Oh, did you get hurt, Lenny?
I'll be all right. It's just a twisted ankle, that's all. In fact, it's feeling better already.
If you want to play at being a hero, at least try not to get hurt doing it. Imagine what would happen if you managed to derail our performance as a result.
Yeah, I agree with that, Lenny.
You're right, you're right. Sorry, Lynette. I have to admit that the thief was even more skilled than I had anticipated.
Well, I'm just hoping I get another Bennett.
But at least we were able to get the stolen items back, so it wasn't a complete failure.
What a slippery little thief. Guess things turned out all right in the end, though. Livy's initiative paid off.
All right, let's put this little detour behind us. We should go to the court of Fontaine now.
Yes, let's go to the court. Ugh. Gesundheit.
Off we go.
Good question. I really don't know. I'd have to check.
So, we ride this thing to go into the city? What an ingenious way to get around. People in Fontaine
But
really know how
since
to
I
use
got
water.
the Shogun, I'm guessing maybe 10 or 20. Maybe not even. Maybe 5? Yeah, I think I'm at 5. So I still have a long ways to go before I hit another 5-star.
This is an aquabus. It allows people to travel between several key locations around Fontaine. It's pretty convenient, but the ride can become a little dull after a while. The scenery is always the same. That's why it's better to travel with friends.
So you mean it's still boring even when I'm riding with you?
No, that's not what I meant. It's just that, well, you don't really talk that much. Besides, it doesn't really feel like a real trip when it's just the two of us. It's the same as being at home.
No, actually, he's C0, so he doesn't even have a constellation yet. Yeah, I know. But Sheena's banner is not even certain yet. I mean, they're coming out with an outfit for her, which I'm guessing will be free in an event. And then, you know, the banner after the event, the next banner after that, then you can get Sheena. But we also have the lantern rite thingies going on, so I'm guessing it's not for another 2 or 3 months. Yeah, I would like a C1 Bennett.
Whatever.
Well, I'd like a C5 Bennett, but that's not gonna happen.
Guess that's what it's like to be an older brother.
It's about time for us to leave. Let's get on board.
Yes, finally, let's get to it. Kind of boring that I get to meet the Archon and... Uh-oh. That's Charlotte.
Oh, excuse me. Aren't you the great magician Linny and his assistant Lynette?
Well, that's what they were
Hello?
saying,
I
but
don't
it was a
believe
lot
you.
of speculation of going back and forth. I haven't heard anything official, so...
I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird.
I knew it was Charlotte.
Nice to meet you. From the Steambird, huh? We've often relied on your paper to promote our performances.
It's an honor to meet you.
Wait, could that be the legendary traveler who's been making headline after headline in their journey across Tibet?
Hey, kitty cat. What you doing?
Amazing!
What you doing, big
You
guy?
recognize everybody almost immediately! I wouldn't be much of a reporter if I didn't know who's who, would I? Wow, today must be my day! Who knew I would end up on the same boat as so many VIPs? So, Charlotte, what do you usually report on? Well, when there isn't any breaking news, I mainly cover the trials at the Opera House. You can still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from a clever enough angle, even if it's the same old topics.
Stop eating my microphone, you.
For example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships, or how
Nah,
a
he
financial
doesn't realize
criminal
how
was so
cold it
poor
is,
that they ate a
and he
single
wants to
piece
go
of
and
bread for
chase
5 days.
mice and stuff. There's like 3 feet of snow, so no, not gonna happen.
That's fine and all, but what I'm really after is exclusive, sensational news pieces that could shake the country. These smaller stories are a waste of my talents. Oh, I just remembered. I've been following a case lately. Well, a series of cases, actually.
You mean the serial disappearances of young women case?
That's right! These stories are the talk of the town right now, and it's probably the most mysterious case we've ever seen.
What time it is? It's about 8 o'clock at night, if not even more now.
If I'm the
Nope,
first
quarter
with
to
the
8.
draft ready to publish when the case is finally cracked, and it's the headline story in
Ooh,
this
somebody's up late. So that's like a 6 hours difference. So you must be near Germany
When
or
that
something.
happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed tears of envy. I've already gathered all kinds of materials. I just can't wait for the truth to be revealed. So, what is the serial disappearances of young women case? You mean the culprit hasn't been found? That's right. The first missing girl case happened almost 20 years ago.
Actually, 8 hours? That would be even further.
And ever since, after a period of time, another girl disappears. What the cases have in common is that the girls are all of a similar age, and that they all vanished without a trace. But the scariest part is that to this day, none of the girls have ever been found.
None of the girls have been found.
Many suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this case, but shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always happen. Yes, it's possible. But either way, I believe that every case has some precise truth behind it, waiting to be exposed.
Yes, I agree. And at the very least, the family of those missing girls deserves some sort of explanation. I just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly disappear. I'd pay any price to get her back, and then find a way to track down the culprit.
Please don't imagine that, Lenny.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. This was about to be a very, very long bus ride.
Hey, we're almost there! Look!
Cat's messing up a couple of things, but it's all good. He just wants to sleep on the keyboard. Well, that's the thing with these storylines, is it's a lot of talking going on. No.
Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you.
That's my microphone boom. Even if it squeaks like a mice, it's not.
Yeah, us as well. The ride went by too quickly.
That's his tail going. He's not happy.
I have an interview to get to. I should get going before I'm late.
Okay, Paimon hopes we can chat again soon, Charlotte. See ya!
Bye now. Oh, be sure to stop by and see me at the Steambird when you have time.
If I can find the Steambird.
Tough job.
I'm so excited
Always
about
running around and interviewing
Natsian's
everyone.
Archon quest. Fountain was so interesting.
Where should we go now?
Yeah, that's what Dante was saying too. It's a 10 out of 10 story-wise, so...
If you don't mind, how about we stop by my home first? Besides, I still have all the materials we collected.
Sure, we wouldn't mind at all. This city is so huge, Paimon wouldn't know where to start anyway.
No, I've been wanting to get rid of Paimon ever since I fished her out of the sea. She's really annoying, and I really wish that they would pay the voice actor to do Aether's voice. But then they need to do Lumine's voice as well, so they cheaped out just to have to pay for one. I mean, I get it. They spent $100 million developing this game, and they probably did not want to spend extra money on voice actors at the time, but...
This is our current abode. Ah, Fremine, you're home. Where did everyone else go? I have some new friends that I would like to introduce.
Oh, they all just went out a moment ago.
He's so depressing.
I see. Everyone is getting busier now that Father will be returning soon. I suppose that can't be helped.
Whose father, Nouvellette?
Allow me to introduce you to my little brother, Fremine. He is a phenomenal diver.
Really? So these are all family members?
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. Oh, you sound very proud to have a diver as a brother, Linny.
Linny, could you come here for a moment?
Hmm? What is it, Fremine? Do you have something to tell me? Okay, I see.
Is everything all right?
Oh, it's nothing. We were just discussing a little housework. Sorry for the interruption. Oh, before I forget, the Traveler and I collected more materials to make magic pockets. Were you able to get any, Fremine?
Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of materials. I was about to give them to you.
Man, this guy is so depressing. Yeah, I went diving. Gathered lots of materials. I was about to give them to you.
That's our Fremine, always quick with the underwater work. All right, I'll take these to the workshop.
Maybe I need to talk a little bit like Fremine. You know, this game can be so exciting.
Looks like rain.
How could you tell?
Oh, you're right. But wasn't it clear and sunny just a moment ago? Fontaine's weather sure is weird.
I'm afraid that's just how it is here. It often rains on days where there are trials being held in the Opera House, but don't worry, it'll clear up soon enough.
Really? That's a weird coincidence.
What's wrong, Fremine?
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to believe. It's said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Though we don't know where the dragon went, every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain. When I was a child, my mother told me that if I wanted to go outside and play, I should yell toward the sky at the top of my lungs. Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon! Don't cry!
If it's an elemental dragon, then having the power to make it rain wouldn't be very unusual. Let Paimon try something. Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
Oh boy. Yes, let Paimon shout some more.
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
You know, you might be a more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism. Or could at least play along.
Sorry. It might be because we've never met the Hydro Dragon. Perhaps it can't be comforted by the words of strangers. It rained for longer than I suspected. Oh, it's already getting late.
Was there something you needed to do, Linny?
Yeah, some preparations for the show at the Opera House. I need to find a way to catch the last aqua bus of the day. On the day of the performance, just ride the aqua bus to the island of Araneus. I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain in front of the Opera House.
Oh, are you leaving now?
How many wishes you got now? That's a good question.
What is it, Fremine? I'm in
Yeah,
a
give
hurry.
me a second once I get out of all this dialogue
I get
and
it. You feel
check up on
nervous
things.
delivering the materials for the magic pockets, is that it? Perhaps we could trouble the Traveler to help us take these materials to the Beaumont workshop and deliver them to the owner there?
Yeah, we could do
I'm
that.
afraid that Fremine can be quite introverted, and the boss there tends to be pretty talkative. Fremine has always been a little afraid of her.
I would be too.
No trouble at all. Don't worry, we're on the case.
Paimon's not afraid of nobody.
Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when it comes to such tasks. I'll think of a way to make it up to you.
Man, this guy is depressing.
Oh, no need. This will be a walk in the park for us.
Yeah, just fill up her diapers and she's good to go. She floats. Okay, let's check our wishes. So I have a few. I don't have quite a 10 pull yet. Still need another 400 primos to get a 10 pull, but... And let's look at the history since I got the Shogun. I got Bennett, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 15. 20. 21, 22, 23. So I'm at 23 pity. Yep, 23 pity. But every 5 I kind of get a purple, so that's kind of scary. I don't have enough to do 10 pulls. So still need another 400 primos to do a 10 pull. Can't do a 10 pull on the standard banner though. I do have enough wishes for that.
Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not.
Okay, where do I need to go here? Hey, kitty cat. There we go. Yeah, besides I don't do 10 pulls because that's when you become unlucky. So. Unless you've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars into this game, it's not good.
Hello? Is there anyone here?
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made? Or perhaps you're just looking for a chat with me.
Yes, I was looking for just a chat with you. You have the same glasses as Bennett. If Bennett wasn't shipped with Candace, maybe you guys could go out on a date. Hey, Blast! Made a little progress in my office today, yay! And ordered a bright green pair of curtains for a green screen over my closet. Oh my god. Hi.
Oh no, we're just here to deliver some materials. Here they are. They're for making... what were they called again?
Ah, these must be for magic pockets. I could tell right away. I've already made several orders worth now. No need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even offered them a discount. But they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a business to run. It seems both their hearts and their pockets are made of gold.
For real?
Wow. So, is Linny actually loaded?
Apparently so.
I can't say for sure, but who knows? Maybe there's good money to be made being a magician in Fontaine.
Hey! Is this machine what you use to make stuff here? It looks really advanced.
Yeah, we've already done the story where, you know, it's mechanized and we had to, you know, give her stuff to have it go running.
Why use your hands when a machine can do the work? It would be a waste not to use the latest technology. And wasting is a kind of crime.
Well, you know, some people like it the old-fashioned way and it, you know, can personalize stuff.
But where does a big machine like that get its power from?
Well, it's a little complicated. I'm not sure I can put it in layman's terms for you.
It's steam-powered.
But basically, everything we usually use here in the city is powered by indemnitium. It's a type of energy that's produced from trials.
What?
Huh? How can trials produce energy?
Okay, this is getting complicated.
Well, I'm not completely sure of all the details myself, but basically, when a trial is in session, the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale harvests people's belief in justice and converts it into energy to be used all around Fontaine.
Okay, so basically this is what is creating the problem with the water rising. L'Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale. How's my French?
So that's what its other function is? I had heard that the Oratrice was created by the Archon to make judgments.
I'm never wrong. I have to go now to do some stuff for a little while, so okay, I will see you later. Dante. Have yourself a good one and be safe.
But Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable possible like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these machines? Oh, yeah! So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy created by belief and turn it into power for all of Fontaine, right?
Wrong.
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, it sounds like it makes sense.
It doesn't to me.
Besides indemnitium, we have another type of energy called pneumosia.
Pneumosia. That would be pneumatics.
It isn't produced by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by nature. Even now, it still cannot be widely used by civilians.
Is that the things that we change from blue to yellow all across Fontaine?
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're already talking, I'm sure you wouldn't mind a few words with me.
Ooh, these guys look like thugs. Am I gonna get into a fight here? I am so itching to try out Bennett. No, I'm playing on the American server.
You again? Didn't
But
I
don't
already
forget to
promise
like,
you that
share,
I'd
and
help the
subscribe
Nora
anyway,
to
so you
conquer
can
Rio
keep
Cabrera by
tabs.
next month? Why are you hounding me now?
That I owe to the Confrérie of Cabrières by next month.
Yeah, but how do we know that you won't go running off by the end of this month? I want 50% today. Wait, no? 70%.
Okay, well, we are definitely gonna have to step in here and protect the lady's honor. Tomorrow we get 300 primos on live event. Oh. Well, that's probably just in Asia. They're not going to give it to the Americans, obviously. Because, you know, Hoyo loves us more than they love the Asian server. But they don't want people to know about it.
Huh? You...
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already finished our job and delivered the materials. Maybe now's a good time to leave?
And I'm playing on the European servers. Okay.
Hey, hold on. Before you go around trying to collect payments, why don't you settle your own debts first?
Well, it depends. Tomorrow I'm supposed to have a visitor for my room. Because I'm trying to rent out a room to get some extra income. But yeah, well, you guys, both you and Terumi, know how to reach me on Discord to let me know when the live stream goes live. Because I really like your lives. Thank you. Much appreciate compliments like that. For real.
If Confrérie of Cabrières wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of Mora. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back
Oh,
to your
no,
conversation
no,
here?
no. No. Can I have one of Lenny's barf bags? I'm about to barf. I need one of Lenny's barf bags. Man, this is... Oh, man, no way. No way. I did not want to come across him here. To be honest, your live stream... must to be more people. Yeah, I would like it if more people watch my live streams, but hey, little by little, the way that YouTube pushes out the algorithm is like, you know, they want to make sure that I am a steady person and stuff and kind of stuff.
Ah, you're from Northland Bank. But we said we'll pay everything we owe next month. Why are you hounding me now?
I'd love to have a sponsor. I do have a Patreon. But hey, if you know of sponsors that want to sponsor me, hey, I'll do whatever. You want me to do ads for Viagra? Hey, I'll do it. Everyone, the 4.4 live stream will start in 10 hours and 50 minutes. So basically 11 hours. And uploading some game stuff in your channel, maybe it will be change something. What now? Yeah, I should probably not promote that, but hey, Kleenex tissues and toilet paper, everybody needs it. So go out and buy some. Well, I don't see how I could upload more game stuff than actually gaming every day. You know, actually what I need to do is upload more regular of my other videos and reviews. Because that's what gives me the watch hours more than gaming, but everything helps. I have gamers that watch my other stuff, and I have other people that watch reviews watching my gaming once in a while, so it all balances itself out, kinda, sorta. You mean vlogs? Yeah. I used to do vlogs. I don't do them much anymore, because I really didn't have... Like, some days was really great. I'd have like 2 or 3 or 4 people to talk to, but other days when I was just talking myself for an hour was kinda getting to me. So maybe, you know, one day when I have a lot more viewers to talk to, then I'll do it again, but
Traveler,
not
I didn't think I'd
now.
run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
Man, I don't want child. Please, barf bag.
I'm surprised to see you too. What are you doing here in Fontaine? You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now, and honestly, things have been pretty boring.
Well, I know there won't be boring for very much longer, cause somebody, Blast, has already said that you're going to be on trial for something that you didn't do, but I still think that you need to be tortured and killed off and whatever. Because I don't like you, child. I don't.
But it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find trouble.
True that. We do find trouble.
Either way you look at it, it seems things are going to get a lot more interesting now.
Yeah, because we are about to open a can of whoop ass on these thugs.
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting. Besides, our trip here has gone pretty well so far. Right, Traveler?
Not cool, man. He's child when he ain't fighting. He's a herald. And you know what we do to them? Boom.
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you forgetting something?
Oh yeah, opening a can of whoop-ass on ya.
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our thumbs while you catch up with your friends?
Oh man, this guy's just asking for
Listen to me, boy. If you want Chamora, fine. Why don't you come and take it?
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tooser ice fishing, Tooser said...
Hey! That's way over the line! All right, boys, let's see who has to pay up now!
Is he gonna turn into the Herald again or just be Child?
Can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients. You're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
Oh no, we're not. Why don't I have the option to turn around and run away and go to bed?
I'm unsure this won't take long.
What? We're not even gonna see it? Oh, we are. Okay.
Yeah, amateur mistake. Riptide. Bring it on.
Man, I so wanted to try out my
What's
Benny.
your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank? Wait, don't tell me you're...
Yeah, he is.
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northland Bank. Got it?
Only I'm allowed to mess with him, apparently. Ooh, Hydro.
Now's my chance!
Huh. That was weird.
No, it wasn't.
I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them. Maybe there's something wrong with my vision?
Maybe the gods removed it. Maybe the Hydro Archon removed it.
Strange. How could that happen? First time Paimon's ever heard of someone losing control of their vision.
Actually, it's not. But, okay.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
Ooh, delusions, yeah.
So what are you doing in Fontaine, child? I don't see its work for Northland Bank.
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
Huh? What kind of reason is that? Wait, since when do you feel down about anything?
I don't know. Maybe I still have a lot to learn about myself. But recently, there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me. And I don't know why, but every now and then I feel like I'm in a terrible mood.
Maybe you losing control of your vision just now is connected with that power you're feeling inside.
I don't think so.
That is a possibility. I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, I fell into some unknown abyss.
No kidding.
It was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught me was named Skirk. She was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was always very strict when teaching me combat techniques. One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. From what I could make of her answer, it was because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me. She said that all my combat training would be useful in the future.
Oh man, are they going to turn him into some kind of hero? Ah man, there is no redeeming arc for this dude.
But what is it? What did you awaken?
She never explained that, but my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen into that abyss. In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in front of me appeared a whale that was so massive, I felt like I couldn't breathe.
Is the whale the dragon? The sea dragon?
A whale? Oh, that sounds familiar! When we fought against you before, you summoned a huge whale that seemed to leap at us. Is that the one?
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my elemental powers. It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind. I'll never forget it.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves? Huh. Seems a little twisted to Paimon. So why don't you just go ask your master? Maybe she knows the answer.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss.
He's trying to get back to the abyss.
But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace of the place where I remember falling into the abyss.
Oh, it sounds like some kind of ghost story.
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing more I can do. It seems that strange encounters in this world tend to be elusive like that. Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you. I just remembered I have somewhere else I need to be, so I should get going.
Is this where he gets arrested?
More work for the Northland Bank?
No, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
Official champion duelists? You mean it's their job to duel?
Yep, in Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, they're given one chance to defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion duelist. The champion duelists are all-powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best, and the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight with no specified stopping point. So engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal manages to win the duel, they'll be acquitted. But if they lose, they'll have no choice but to stand trial.
Okay, so basically you've been accused of something and you have to go to trial now?
And the worst case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel.
Yes, that I would be amused to see.
Though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty. From what I can tell, no one has ever been officially sentenced to death.
Well, they'll make an exception for you, buddy, I hope.
So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor. Otherwise, why gamble with your life?
So, do many people actually get out of their trials by winning the duel?
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens. Besides, none of the champion duelists are to be trifled with, which is exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontaine.
Okay, well, that's something I would like to do too.
Apparently the one I'm meeting today, Clorend, is the strongest of the champion duelists. I had been asking her for some time before she finally agreed to face me today.
Okay, isn't Clorinde, the girl that was like the head of the police when we saw Farina? And I heard a rumor that eventually she will become a character that we can play. But I'm not sure. That could be just speculation.
Well, that's child for ya. Paimon feels like we heard that name somewhere before.
Oh, before I forget, I want you to have this.
Ooh, what is he giving us? This is not good.
Huh? Your vision? You're seriously just giving it away?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel, so I think I'll be better off without it for now.
Man.
Besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time later.
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse to come talk to us again, don't you?
Whatever gave you that idea? I'll be in touch later.
That sneaky guy. He said he's been feeling down lately, but he seemed the same as ever to Paimon. Well, since we don't have much to do for now, we might as well walk around and see the city before Lenny's performance.
Actually, I'd rather watch the fight.
Wow! Who could have seen that coming? The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer all along! Sorry. Paimon was just surprised, that's all. Whew. Paimon never saw that twist coming. The murder mystery novels here are amazing! The whodunits here in Fontaine are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai Publishing House. Both have their merits, but Paimon thinks this style of novels are more, well, novel. It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the one Paimon was just reading. You should buy a copy and read it too. Oh, sorry about that. Paimon will be more careful next time. Hey, shouldn't we be heading to the Opera House to see Lenny's performance soon? It's almost
Yes,
time for
we
the show to start,
should.
so we should get going.
Let's get going.
Lenny said that the Opera House is on Aranias, so let's go ride the Aquabus.
Adventure time! Off we go! Adventure time! Off we go!
Okay, well, apparently I either have to go up or down. Well, apparently down was not the right move. Well, okay, it's a good thing I'm not walking there, right? I will love to see his performance again.
Whoa! Now this is fancy! The Opera Epiclese. What a place to hold a performance! No wonder Lenny and Lynette were looking forward to it. Huh. Looks like there's a lot of people standing around the fountain up ahead.
Oh, Archon, please bless us with a bright and healthy child. We pray.
I don't know why you always feel the need to ask so much. I'll be happy as long as our child is healthy and lives a peaceful life.
I guess if they're our kid, then there's no doubt they'll turn out smart.
Maybe this is one of the customs in Fontaine. There sure are a lot of couples here.
Vache.
Whoa, what?
What's wrong?
Vache?
Vache. Vache.
No, Paimon didn't say anything. Are you hearing things?
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine. All the water flowing through Fontaine converges here. It's customary for newlyweds to come here and wish for children.
I'm trying to actually get rid of Paimon.
Lynette! You scared Paimon! Why did
Maybe
you get
if I
here?
leave Paimon here, somebody would want to adopt her?
Lenny asked me to wait here for you, remember?
Right.
What do you mean? There are a lot of people here right now.
Hey, you're not trying to scare Paimon, are you? Besides, it's the middle of the day. It's not the time for eerie things.
No one would want to adopt her?
I see. I might be able to tell you something that could help explain the voice you heard. In fact, you might not be imagining things at all. I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersensitivity to the hydro element. Others in my family have had similar experiences.
I'll switch to Twitch stream on PC, but I have this and Twitch mute so I can join the VC but watch my PC and see both chats. Well, there's no chat going on in Twitch. One is here now. I'll be on Discord in a few moments. But then if you talk and you go over the storyline...
It's because of his sensitivity to the hydro element? But what would hearing a voice have to do with elemental power?
When do you cry, Paimon?
Yeah, when does Paimon cry? Hey, can I pay good money for that? Let's do it at the Opera House.
Wait, what? What does that have to do with anything?
Just answer me. When do you cry?
Good question. She cried once in Sumeru.
When Paimon's really sad? Oh, and when Paimon's super happy. Oh, and also when Paimon's really, really scared.
Then you should understand that tears contain your most intense emotions. Like I just mentioned, the Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water in Fontaine converges. Even the tears that fall to the ground will eventually gather here. So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
So, what did the voice say? Huh. If you were hearing their emotions, then Paimon wonders what happened to them.
Rather than worrying about them, we should worry about my brother first.
Yep.
Don't let that calm look of his fool you. He tends to get pretty nervous just before a performance. So chatting with Lenny might help him relax a little before he goes on stage.
Okay, we'll do that.
Right. That makes sense. Let's go in and see Lenny.
No two cases are alike.
Ah, Traveler and Paimon. Good to see you. I knew you two would come.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world. We've been looking forward to it.
I can tell, judging by how early you've arrived. But you're actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started entering the venue yet, which means now is the perfect chance for us to take you to the best seats in the house. Wait just a moment, I'll fetch the tickets. The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already reserved your seats, and here are your tickets.
Ooh, front row seats! Thanks, Lenny!
Okay. Front row seats. Is there any popcorn here?
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Hey, Lenny! Could you come over here and take a look at this?
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's Cal, my assistant, calling me. I'll go lend him a hand.
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats.
Let's get
Go ahead,
busy.
Lenny.
Whoa, these doors open all by themselves. Dang, this does look like an arena. Man, this takes me back, way back. Hello.
What do you think of the opera etiquette?
It brings back memories when I used to go to the theaters and listen to some.
I got probably on the chat. I don't know if it's because maybe the VIP permissions override my member permissions. But for some reason,
Good
I
things
can't
come
see
to those who
links
don't wait
anymore
around.
in the chat.
That's what they say anyway.
Aw.
On my luck, the opposite is probably
I
true
don't
for
know.
me.
I did not do the VIP thingies, so I'll remove it then.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
Or you can simply. No, that won't work.
Okay, try this.
You can give it back to me once I'm done with this. Never mind.
What?
Content is blocked by the server from server moderators. This mission was prevented by all mod.
No one's joined me on an adventure in ages. Come on, let's go!
Okay, now try it then.
Is it because it's a Discord thing?
Could be. Or it could be one of the bots.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
I can't send a Discord link.
Or not.
Oh well, I guess I'll just post the text itself for now. Oh wait, never mind.
Oh. Oh.
Ow! Where did that come from?
Or actually, I could just send it to you private and then you can post the link. That'd probably be easier.
I'm not gonna do stuff. I got enough stuff I need to keep my eyes on.
Or not.
Okay, let's get back to this. Where are the stairs to go down? Or is there an elevator somewhere? What? Did I miss something here? And I can't even climb here.
we go.
Okay. Well, that wasn't very forthright, but... What? Am I still gonna have to jump down? And this theater is very awkward. Unless the stairs were on the other side. What am I doing on stage? I probably should not be here.
Oh, these should be our seats. Come on, let's sit down.
Who's trying to join me? This is not the time. And who would this be? Is that Nouvellette?
Hey, Traveler. Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since we're sitting together and the rest of the place is practically empty still. It's kinda awkward if we don't say anything.
Isn't that usually your job, Paimon?
Of course you put this on Paimon.
Excuse me, I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry. I would be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
Oh, so you heard all of that, did ya? Boy, you sure have good ears. Paimon thought she was keeping her voice down. Wait, that's not it. Paimon's sorry. Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath like that. So let's talk, but, what should we talk about?
I find that the chairs are very far apart.
Oh, Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the front. Are you a friend of Linny's too?
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Linney would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to reciprocate.
Okay, then why are you not friends?
Oh, so you're not friends with Linny then? Oh, this is getting more awkward by the second. Paimon nearly forgot to make her introduction. Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Tevat. And as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself. I am...
Oh, Monsieur Neuvillette. What an honor it is to have you here to see my show.
Ah, Mr. Linney. I should say it is in fact an honor for me to see your performance in person.
I even put on yellow lights in my room, well, my desk.
Wait, Neuvillette? Could he be...
I saw you all chatting just now, but it seems you still don't know who Monsieur Neuvillette is. Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
Well, that kind of feels like my seat.
Whoa! Sorry for being so rude just now. Paimon had no idea you were such an important person.
Yeah, and like, why is he sitting down here then? I guess because he can't see the performance.
And you can't see it from up there.
No offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special, really. And by the way, I should probably let you know, even though I would prefer not to, There's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for quite a while now.
Yes, we should go up there and talk to her.
You can actually glitch, and not really glitch, but use Geo Traveler and John Lee to get up there. It's a pain in the butt though.
Well, I don't have Geo Traveler and I don't have Zhongli.
I can help you get up there at some point later on, if I haven't tried before.
Well, I just want to talk to Farina.
Farina de Fontaine. And I even have a snack for the performance.
I believe she is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression.
Impressive first impression. Do you not repeat yourself often?
So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise, she may become flustered.
Huh? Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro Archon. Huh. She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face.
Hello, Lady Farina.
Guess she has no idea that you saw right through her act.
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention. We may now enjoy the show.
And make sure to get comfy for the performance. It's a real good one.
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro Archon?
All right, please wait just a moment longer. I've pretty much finished my preparations, and the performance will start as soon as the audience has made their way to their seats.
Yay! The show's finally about to start! Paimon can hardly wait! Paimon's never seen a real live magic show before!
I hope they saw somebody in 2. And I hope they take somebody from the audience to do so. Like, I really like to see Paimon cut in 2.
Time to clap, everybody.
Sorry. Paimon will try to stay quiet.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I am the star of today's show, Linny. And over here is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
Hello, everyone.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Whatever.
Now, some of you may be thinking, 2 vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all. So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today. Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even the gods won't be able to help us.
Oh, good point. That's what makes the show real magic.
Not really, but...
Now, without further ado, let the show begin. Lynette will now exit the stage to make some preparations. I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Perhaps in an unexpected way. I'm sure she'll be stealing the spotlight soon enough. Oh, and before I forget, there's one more thing I should say. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless. Huh? But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky. Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes. It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do. Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
Whoa! What in the world just happened? How did he do that? Paimon didn't see him do anything. Wasn't Lynette inside the water tank? How did she disappear and then reappear out of nowhere?
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking. To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
Guess you're right. Paimon couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared. Amazing!
Thank you everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed that performance. But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone here. The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen. I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But Lynette is still my assistant after all. In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of one lucky audience member.
Paimon, Paimon!
Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes now. There are 2 boxes, and only 2 boxes. One is here, and one is there in the aisle among the audience. I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick. A swap! Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box. Now please, everyone pay very close attention to the box you see here. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
Wow! How's he gonna do this? Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does Lenny have actual superpowers?
The lucky audience member will be generated by this random number selector. It selects numbers entirely at random. Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate. Now then, let's begin. Let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations!
You now have the chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute. Please, come forward. My assistant will take you beside the magic box. I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible. You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box. If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Meropide.
Oh, okay.
Not so funny.
All right. Before I enter the magic box, there is one more thing I need to ask the audience to do. Could you all give me a countdown? Like this. 60, 59, 58. Just keep counting down. You can go a little faster or slower if you like. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices to know when time is up. Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Ooh! Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that!
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Let's practice together. Come on, repeat after me. 60, 59, 58.
60, 59, 58!
That's right, perfect. Keep it going. All right, I'll see you all on the other side once you've finished counting.
54, 53, 52? Huh? Why aren't you counting, Nervalet?
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in here as it is. Merely a consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me. Just enjoy the
Hey,
show.
Alexia, how's it going?
Interesting for tomorrow at least.
Consider about the live stream thingy?
Well, no, not that. Something, college.
Oh, okay.
Because they're making us wake up to go to, the University of Science or something? Not really sure what it's called. I don't really care. Anyway, but we're supposed to learn how to get out a baby and safely give birth. And it's necessary.
Okay.
Just give us a list of rules that we have to read, and I already read them.
So how to give birth. That's a good thing to learn. Because we kind of been doing it for a couple of millenniums now, but it seems everybody, every time somebody's about to give birth, everybody's like, what should I do? What should I do? It's like the most basic thing that everybody needs to kind of know.
I mean, it's the most basic thing anyone that goes to med school needs to know.
Not necessarily med school. I mean, like I said, man,
Yeah, home book too. I know that exists.
everybody's been having babies for thousands and thousands of years.
Exactly.
We've been having babies even before we knew how to make fire, so it's kind of very important.
Yes.
Oh, alright. You look so serious that Paimon thought you might be feeling uncomfortable or something.
40, 39, 38! Mr. Linney, are you all right in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double-checking the direction of the magic. It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, mid-air right above the audience.
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all. What was that noise. Did you hear it too? Not sure. Anyway, it doesn't seem like anyone's worried about it.
25! 24! 23! What's wrong, Mr. Linney? I can still hear you moving in there.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here. I can't tell left from right.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that. The show is what's important.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds. Hear them counting?
19! 18! 17!
It seems things aren't quite going as planned. I apologize, everyone. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can be tiring to do such a long countdown. 10 seconds and change is still plenty of time.
10!
Almost there now.
Whew. Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again.
7!
Hey, slow down! Honestly!
5! 4! 3!
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0!
Ta-da!
Why is the god Farina scared of this?
Is this part of the show?
Yes, it is part of the show.
Mr. Linney, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
It's part of the show.
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still in that box, right?
Well, I haven't seen any blood or members fly off, so I don't think she was in the box.
It's part of the show. You could say it's part of the show. But as someone who has played Ace Attorney for like, I don't know, 8 years maybe, I can confirm that even the show, it will literally turn into a court case.
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
This seems to be staged because he was ready to go with all these guards and secure the scene and stuff.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of Justice.
Oh boy, big words. Farina scares me.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough.
Well, maybe I need to stick my nose in this.
Yes, think like the
Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Linney's magic troupe.
I knew the girl wasn't there.
Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage.
We need to do a cross-examination.
I'm not convinced that the fireworks burned the ropes.
Yeah, wouldn't the ropes be like high up? And wouldn't they have like fire protected in them anyway?
Well, maybe, but it takes a while to burn through that. So.
I know.
As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowl in the box, rather than the guest from
I
the
know,
audience.
but like any building should at least have something for fire protection. If it's like the lights will burn it on fire. Like it will be there, but like it will just go out in like a second.
And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found.
Oh, the girl is nowhere to be found.
It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance. And there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
Ooh, the plot thickens.
The serial disappearances case?
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before.
Not too big of a movie.
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really, using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale. Did he really underestimate us that badly? I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Linney, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
I agree, Farina. Let's hang him right now. Proof is in the pudding.
Yeah, you guys had to play a good journey and do the evidence. You know, you guys had to go to the scene.
No, let him fight in a duel to the death, I say.
This is not
It's just confused, it's shocked, it's startled at everybody else.
This is the justice court system, not Rome.
You guys are no
Why me?
fun.
This whole thing was an accident.
A guy that wears leggings and stuff like this just is asking for it.
Maybe when we get
This
to that
all
land, you could
occurred
actually
during your
fight someone
magic
to the
show,
death
did it not?
punishment.
The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not?
Yes, I agree, Farina. Is it not?
Now that I think about it, that whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a provocation, a bald-faced challenge.
Yes, it was, Farina. I agree.
That can't be right. How can Linny do this?
Your truth mechanism.
You don't agree with anything you listen to except for when it's true. You don't agree with anything without context. And when you're giving evidence, you're like, no.
Nope. Linny did it. I'm convinced. Because Farina said it, and Farina's the Archon, so she has to be right.
He was in the box on the stage the entire time. We can even hear his voice.
Yeah, but that was just a trick of the stage, Paimon.
Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances. He couldn't possibly mean catching himself.
See, he wanted to be catched.
Like, I know she's like the drama king from like Mean Girls or something. Well, like for tea and everything, but like really a case, a whole court case for like the public to watch.
The guy does have a point. If he was in that box the whole time, he wouldn't have been able to miss any of it.
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Linney and his associates, and that you are pressing charges?
Yes, I hope so. And I would also arrest his sister, because obviously we haven't seen her, so she's just as guilty.
I just think that he... Well, I think it might be a little early to talk about formally pressing charges.
It's possible that she got kidnapped too.
What is she doing playing with her hair? Yes, press charges, Will, yeah.
But what Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense. Looks like she's gonna personally deliver justice.
Yes.
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Farina said it all.
I mean, of course, my dear people. But what excites me even more than the obvious truth before our eyes is the opponent I'll be facing.
Is it me, or does Farina's voice sound a lot like Yutao's voice? Is it the same voice actor?
No, it's not. She sounds more like Visual, actually.
She sounds more like Visual.
I think she sounds more like Yutao.
Just like Xingqiu and Bennett share the same English voice actor.
Actually, I do think that Visual and her have the same voice actor, but I'm not sure.
I mean, I could check.
Yeah, go check. Not her.
That's right. I mean you, Traveler. You'll support Lenny, won't you? After all, he was the one who helped you the first time we met.
Yes, can be like co-conspirators? I wanna face the charges too. I'm an accomplice. I did it. While Paimon certainly is guilty, yes, of being the mastermind behind all of it.
Okay, so Visual's voice actor is Brittany Cox, and then for Farina, it's Amber Lee Connors.
And Yutao's?
Tao. Bria.
So it's not the same. Okay.
Then there's no problem at all. You know, the Traveler and I already had a duel the first time we met.
What the?
But with Lenny's help, our little duel ended in a draw. But draws really are the most boring possible outcome. So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser. And what better place to hold such a riveting showdown and decide the true victor than here, on the grandest of stages, the opera.
It wasn't a draw. She obviously lost last time.
I understand. Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a trial is in order.
Oh my god, they're a girl, people! Yutao is a medium-sized girl. Anyway, we should get back to
Well, Traveler, seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, I would like to ask you, are you willing to act as Mr. Linney's attorney and defend him in this case? Very well. The trial will be held a day
Man,
from
it's
now
not
in
like
the
I had
Opera
an
House.
option there.
Both sides may investigate the scene to build their cases and search for the truth. Linney and his troop are all potential suspects and shall remain within the Opera House. The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big-shot Outlander can build in such a short amount of time. I'm really quite looking forward to hearing it.
Farina, question. A day isn't sufficient amount of time to do a proper investigation. It should be go by ROL term.
Sorry about everything that happened just now. Were you frightened?
Of course! Who wouldn't be scared after witnessing an accident like that?
Yeah, I'm a little shaken up myself. How could this happen? And poor Cal. I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think I could possibly be the murderer?
Yes.
I understand. Even I'm not sure what happened, so I can only imagine how difficult it is for you to grasp the situation. I'm sure everyone sees me as the biggest suspect at this point. But if you ask me, the whole thing is mysteries layered upon mysteries, such that all that's left is confusion.
Well, it's you and Child. It can only be you and Child. Child is behind it all.
I don't know whether what happened there on the stage was purely an accident or not. And I don't know why poor Cal was in the box.
Child is literally not even present.
As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I am afraid I don't have any answers either. If someone
Well,
tampered with
I
my
think that the
performance,
girl
then
is
we
the
need to
one that's
figure out what they
kidnapping all the
did.
girls. And she this.
It's just a random NPC for Fontaine at this society base for you know?
Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
Which
Is precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible.
Yes, Sherlock.
Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city earlier. Pretty cool, huh?
Drugs?
Paimon's on drugs.
Don't worry, Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It wasn't from our travel funds.
I think they look cute on you, Paimon.
You have good taste, Lynette.
So Lynette and Paimon are shipping together now?
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed isn't going to help me now. I need to get back to my normal self. But with the guards watching our every move, it's going to be especially difficult for Lynette and I to prove our own innocence. Good thing you agreed to be our attorneys. Thanks for that. We'll be counting on you.
Yes, thank you so much.
Man, what have they gotten me into this time?
Just leave it to us. Oh, since
Just
we're going
fight
to
to
start
the death.
investigating, Paimon has a question first. Where did Lynette go during the performance?
Oh, well, I'm afraid that would involve some of our essential trade secrets as magicians.
What? Man, answering that just proves that you're guilty.
The secrets behind our magic are past saving, Linny.
Yeah, duh.
I suppose you're right. The truth behind our tricks is going to be important evidence that will be weighted during the trial. 'Tis truly a pity. As a magician, our magic show is a work of art. We've poured countless hours and spared no effort in perfecting it. But if revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind what happened, then it will be well worth it. We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic tricks. We'll go speak with the guards, and in the meantime, you can go investigate the stage and the seating areas.
Alright, let's go have a look while the investigation teams are still here. Detective Paimon is on the case!
Everybody, fear for your lives.
Hello, officer. How's the investigation going?
Yes, why are you still standing in a puddle of water?
Ah, I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Farina mentioned. Listen, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'd avoid getting mixed up in this whirlpool of a mess if I were you.
I agree.
Huh? What do you mean?
Come with me and you'll see. The deceased is one of Linny's assistants named Cal. Even though he hadn't joined the troupe long, he was hardworking and everyone generally liked him. The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box with Cowl inside it. This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage, causing them to snap.
That doesn't make sense. And I'm still thinking that the girl's the one that's been kidnapping the girls.
All these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see this as a mere accident. If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and Linny is the most likely person to have access to all these areas.
I agree.
But he doesn't have a motive.
Are you both good friends of his?
No.
Well, you can't say we're good friends, but we've known each other for a little while.
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorneys.
Yeah, it's all part of his master plan.
I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding the audience in the palm of their hand. I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence.
Kinda.
Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just know that I'm warning you for your own good.
It's not always true though, Edmund.
Anyway, you may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious. Who knows, maybe you'll be able to come up with some new evidence.
Okay, well, I can't understand what this book is saying, but whatever. Oh, man. Actually, I think that the guy that's dead is not really dead, and... No, I think he's the one that's behind it all. He's the guilty one. Put him on trial. It's not his body. It's somebody else's body.
Go ahead, have a look around. In the end, we're both after the truth.
I'm not. I'm just making it up as I go.
So this is the rope that broke and caused the water tank to fall.
Well, how does just one rope burning... Wasn't there like 10 ropes holding it back?
The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks?
That's what I was saying.
Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler?
Because of the Joker?
Like I said, the rope hasn't been tampered.
Whoa. Look! This bit is made from different material! Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left. Huh. So if a rope meant to hold something was made with that kind of material in it, then that means... Wait! Why don't you write all this down? Let's take notes!
Well, wasn't the girl there?
Whoever the murderer was, they must. Why would it be him?
Why are they still here?
I see that you're investigating the area. Well, it just so happens that I'm interested too. If you find any new and interesting leads, be sure to share them with me, all right?
Oh, here's another one of the accomplices.
I don't have too many thoughts yet.
Well, especially for Paimon, she doesn't think at all.
Then why don't I tell you my hypothesis first? The way I see it. It all started with that loud thud.
The thud? Oh, you mean the sound that happened during the countdown?
Yes, exactly. It wasn't terribly loud, and I suspect that most people heard it. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Linny's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind. But now that the incident has happened, the thud has become an important clue.
That makes sense. So, what do you make of it?
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Linny's accomplice. Lynette, perhaps. Jumping atop the water tank, or something like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Lynette weighs about like 30 pounds.
And when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wait, wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing. Oh, that's true. I suppose I must reconsider.
That does remind Paimon, though. What was with that sound?
I think it was somebody eating popcorn. Was that sound.
The investigation team has some new findings. Turns out there's an issue with the random number selector after all.
You'll be what for 5 minutes?
See, I told you. What if the machine picked some big guy's seat? You think the murderer would have still made his move then?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Linny and Lynette with their side of the investigation. What were you saying about the number selector? There's something wrong with it?
You're trying to help them? That'll be a tall order.
Linny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right? The lucky girl that later disappeared. Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had it taken away for further inspection.
That's kind of weird.
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine
I
picks
knew
that
it.
same number every time.
I knew it. I knew it.
I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat, regardless of whether it's a trial or some performance. In other words, Linny knew who would be sitting where from the very beginning.
That much checks out. Linny reserved our seats for us, too.
That you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Linny.
Even though it's bad for Linny's case, Paimon had better write it down.
Why does it have me go back here? Where's the hole underneath the stage? That's what I'm looking for. Yeah. Why is it still sending me back here?
You missed something. You're supposed to go to the elevators.
Yeah, but every time I come here, it disappears.
Because you're at it. Look at where it is.
Why would it be him? We all heard that noise.
See, as soon as I get here, it throws me to come back there.
Yeah, it's telling you to look at how the body area to the actual cage, which is where you're going.
I've already examined this.
You probably missed something inside that. Try looking at the yellow damaged magic box. Examine the damaged magic box. Like, turn to your left a little bit. You should see the pop-up. There you go.
I've already done this.
Try talking to the guards on the left side of the stage.
I've just talked to them already. Oh, this one? Can't even talk to this one. I already talked to those. You're talking about the right side?
Hello there. What are you in?
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the Magic Troop members are currently considered prime suspects. The investigation team is still collecting evidence. The seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list. Sure, it's not like this is... Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made... Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show. The Magic Troop members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the suspects. Simply put, she wasn't related to the Magic Troop at all, which matches the features of the previous serial disappearances.
Were the victims of previous cases also chosen at random?
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range, there really weren't any other connections between them.
There's also a possibility that age factor.
Okay then.
No need to be so formal. If you do happen to see the missing girl, it is of utmost importance that we get to the bottom of these disappearances.
Which isn't really likely. Biggest is based on how old they are. You can always go to Vinny
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here! I I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
Miss Mafioso.
Huh? You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth. No?
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula?
Apparently not.
From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it.
Maybe you? Come on. Come here, big guy. You've been squawking all night. What's on? What's wrong? Big baby. What my big baby complaining about? Been hearing you in the background all night long, big guy. What?
Friend of mine named Genshin. No, I'm not a streamer, but I plan to be on the side. But you were streaming right now, and I was watching the stream and stuff.
Oh, okay. Hi, I'm back again. Dante's back.
And I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president. Though those who play by our rules call me boss.
So she's the boss of the crime syndicate?
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Melus. Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
Purview?
Huh? Boss? Demoiselle? What gives with the names?
Well, I am the second generation president. Malus and the others are still used to my previous title.
My apologies, Demoiselle. Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use that instead.
No, no need. You don't have to call me boss. Just Navia is fine.
Okay, if you say so. Not that we're members of Spina di Rosula anyway.
Yeah, neither do I.
All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand. That's right. I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. My interest stems from a matter back from my father's time. Judging from the look of things, I find Linny an unlikely mastermind.
Really? We think so too! That's why we're looking for clues now!
You guys are all wrong. Linne is the mastermind. But so is Paimon. Paimon's guilty. Just look at her face. She's got the glasses, she's got the disguise. She's guilty. She just...
But how did you come to that conclusion?
Intuition, naturally. My unparalleled intuition. Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without any decisive evidence whatsoever, wasn't she? But that's not uncommon for her. If you remember, the Justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges just to keep her from getting carried away. Anyway, a trial begins the moment someone levels charges. And, of course, there was no way Farina was going to back down in that situation.
Sounds more like you just don't trust the Hydro Archon.
Well, what's your opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting at times, but liking her doesn't mean that I'll blindly agree with her. All right, I've answered your question. Now, it's time you answer mine.
Wait a minute, did that answer count?
Well, I say it does. But don't worry, you won't hear any pointless questions from me. In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
Yes.
Well?
And why would that be? See, Silver and Malus? I told you they'd be different.
Most astute of you, demoiselle. I too think that the Traveler's response was most excellent. No matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectations may be, the trials that go on stage here must be based in fact. And if that can be done, boss, then...
All right, that's quite enough, Maloose. Anyway, I like your answer. You passed with flying colors. Now, I need to make some preparations, following which our joint investigation shall commence. You two shall be my assistants.
What?
Kayla slipped in action. Can't you see from the
Nope.
Wait! Since when did we become assistants?
Huh? Oh, well, I can be the assistant. Sure. Or your companion, if you like. I'm really not that fussy.
That's more like it.
Far be it from me to brag, but I believe that Demoiselle's intuition will be instrumental in uncovering the truth. You wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearances. In this sense, our goals are aligned.
Why do they want to unravel the disappearance? I think they're all in it together. This is one master plan to dethrone Farina.
You have a point. You're quite the talker, aren't you, mister? And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
I have nothing to add.
Oh, alrighty then.
We'll be making some preparations first. Just be sure to let us know if they start revealing Lenny's tricks. Thanks!
Well, especially Child.
Not to be accusing the entirety state of Florida of killing one person. Or literally anything. Which is stupid.
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the Opera House at the moment. If you wish to leave, you must register your identity with us first.
No, we're not leaving. We're representing Linny and Lynette as attorneys, so we're investigating the case. Were you always guarding this entrance?
Yes, after the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict inspection.
Does that mean they're gonna put their things up my rear?
So, the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on. I doubt there was much opportunity then.
Are they gonna strip search me and stuff?
How can you be so sure?
Well, because I was in charge of security near the entrance at that time. I couldn't see Linny's performance from here, which was quite a shame. Just my luck. But still, I did not abandon my post, and I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it, let alone if they had tried to leave. We Melusines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
So, it's safe to say the girl couldn't have left through here. Alright, thank you for your help. This will be useful info. We've checked everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Linny's discussion with the guards is going. Let's go see, shall we? Ooh, things are getting interesting, huh? We're about to see how magic is made.
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
You've arrived. Who's this?
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower.
Prove it.
Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Call me Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and will be helping investigate this whole situation. And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
Fine by me.
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
They're pretending to not know each other, but they're all in on it.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
Yes.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with
Everybody's
me.
a suspect at this stage of the investigation.
Including you. Want to take that? Everyone is guilty.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes.
Well, see, Child did mention this thing about the abyss, so maybe it's all abyss
For
related.
this switcheroo trick.
Yeah, lore-wise, only like I think only 2 or 3 people have access to it, and if the 2 only use the abyss for like research.
But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here? I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations here? Where did
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
The back? You mean the inside of the door? What's...
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get?
There's a box inside the box!
Exactly. All right, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box!
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place. The 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the 2 entrances of the tunnel. See this flatbed trolley? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
That makes no sense. Well, okay, if they're switching around and there's only one track, then how do both carts collide into one another without colliding into one another?
Very simple. They use physics and then stop the cart. And then they use the legs and go around each other to the other carts. Then they push themselves away and say bye-bye.
No, that doesn't make sense.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
I see. So that's the purpose of the box inside another box.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on stage as if nothing had ever changed.
So that's how you did it!
But I thought it was a good idea to jump off of them and go on to another.
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would
No, it's
complete
one
the
box
rest of
that's
the
going in
steps.
the other box, so it's not the people switching boxes. It's the boxes that are switching around, but there's only one track, so they would kind of, the train would kind of meet the other train coming in the other way, and kablooey. So that's the big bang we heard underneath.
The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
Right! You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end!
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect. My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh, interesting!
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And, by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who. And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
So that's how it all worked!
So it's all Lynette that's
Every detail you
guilty.
revealed was more amazing than the last!
Because they're twins.
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending. And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. The operative word here being would. But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
We really don't know how that happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off. And yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime. Could we have a look around? I think we can come up with some more leads.
This is the scene of the crime, so Linny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here. I'll escort them back up.
That makes sense.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you know.
Thanks, everyone. We're counting on you.
I do. Yes, it is.
Is it grape juice?
It's punch, fruit punch.
Actually, now that I think about it, only juices I drink are like lemonade.
I only ever drink apple juice, maybe orange juice once in a while.
Apple juice is just not good. Apple cider hits different.
What's this?
Especially like the
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh? There's all kinds of odds and ends here.
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick. But why would it have been left here?
Because somebody climbed up using the... Yeah.
Whatever it is, let's make a note of it first.
They use a grappling hook to get out of here using something else. Well, they had to climb on top of the thing to burn the ropes. Ooh, somebody left their clothing. Ooh, undies.
Oh, these are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right?
So she got into a disguise.
Clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
Yeah, but the question is...
Right. And do you really need to do that if you're kidnapping them? Ugh, this is so confusing.
Well, there's a box inside the box.
Yeah, but you didn't come out. The good question is, how did she get out? It's... leave her clothes behind and count the box instead.
Okay, so you're telling me she changed clothes. The clothes that she left behind, that kind of looks like but like, then gets off the stage, gets out of the box, somehow is not seen.
Yes, because she pulled a disguise. Oh, she's an invisible lady. And we can't see her without her clothes on. Oh, more rope here. Okay.
Yeah, but even then, if she wasn't recognized, she still wouldn't have not been able to leave, just like everyone else.
Oh, and there's more disguises here.
She must have been trapped in the opera house.
That's just every trope in every single Disney princess movie. We have Rapunzel. She was literally stolen because of Mary Poppins.
What is this place?
And somehow the parents didn't care.
It seems someone could fit through here.
See, they needed the grappling hook for this.
Could this have been the suspect's escape route?
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them, the space would be too narrow.
But there are no other ways in or out of here.
You could probably take out that.
Oh, you're right. Let Paimon write that down.
Where they came, where they went in from. Although it's already intact, so like how would they pull it back in from the inside if they tried to escape?
Yeah. It's not like she could just pop into existence from there.
Well, maybe she's in one of these boxes. Maybe the guy cut her up in little pieces.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which, why would there be water here?
Oh, Paimon knows. It's one of those tricks where you pour water into a jug and then flip the jug over only for the water to disappear. And here's a broken vase. Huh. Did the trolley knock it down while moving?
That can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish. It couldn't have hit the vase at this distance.
Let's note this down too and think of... Seems we're just about done investigating down here.
Yes, let's head back up. Well, we've ascertained the state of the crime scene. Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malouse returns. It seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement. The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident, and no one was found hiding there.
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then! You know, like the kind you usually see in novels!
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both quite inexplicable. No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation. All the current evidence points toward Linny and Lynette.
Yes.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Well, of course, Paimon's still here, so...
Same thing for the victim.
Charges and then trial. So if the charges are upheld, they'll announce a sentence?
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the oratrice will hear statements from both sides.
Yeah, but here's the main problem. They don't have a motive.
That's right. This is how indemnitium is produced.
And even then, even they don't know what happened. But that doesn't add up either.
The statements from both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the oratrice.
And even then, where would they
Well, Flaney chopped down a tree that fell down in the forest, but I wasn't in the forest to hear it fall. It doesn't mean that he didn't do it.
To put it simply, it's as if the Oratrice has its own will, and is a judge in its own right.
This also precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice. And not that this has ever happened anyway.
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This, too, will be used by the Oratrice as a reference. Then, finally, the Oratrice will be consulted by officials. The result it returns is the will of justice itself.
Only she was somehow able to time warp. As we all said, nothing's possible, nothing's impossible. We can figure out to do it.
Or maybe it was the Oratrice that did it.
I doubt it. Why would the Oratrice be responsible?
Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides? Paimon thought Novelette called the shots.
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment, which is why people have great faith in the Chief Justice. Ah, yes, the guards also asked me to convey that none of us will be allowed to leave this place before the trial.
What?
Huh? Why?
Because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies. That makes us persons related to the case.
But how are we supposed to eat and sleep and stuff?
They're concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties, or that we might find outside help to disrupt the case.
Well, yes, I do believe that Paimon would do that kind of stuff.
And even if that were not so, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information about the case ahead of time.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
Yes, let's go for it. Let's break out.
Whoa, whoa! There's no need for that! Paimon thinks they have a point! That said, are they providing food?
Of course. I just hope you don't mind the lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is not in the cards, nor is any guarantee of balanced nutrition.
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous desserts, too. I mean, what better way to properly think through our findings than over some tea and sweets? Huh. Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all. Just kidding! Just kidding! Paimon will still do her best, even if there are no snacks. What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have snacks. If we cannot buy some, then we'll simply make some. Huh? Here? But how?
Understood, Demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
Are we gonna eat the dead body? Oh no, they already removed the dead body. Okay, so no snacks.
A portable stove with you?
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the Demoiselle's baking needs whenever the fancy strikes her.
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Good work, you two. Then I'll get to it. Please sit tight for a moment. You'll get to taste my awesome snacks soon enough. These three are quite the interesting group.
Also, nobody's eating a bug.
And Paimon thought it smelled good while it was still in the oven. Oh, it's even better now.
Well, if you're in a pickle, I mean, you gotta survive somehow.
From the way you had these two guys carrying all that stuff around, Paimon thought you'd have them do more during the baking
And true
process.
story, it happened to a, what was it, a soccer team on a plane crash? They had to eat the dead bodies to stay alive. True story.
Families are very happy that their relatives were eaten by other humans.
Well, I think that the survivors' families are happy that they have survivors.
Yeah. They probably, unfortunately, you gotta do what you gotta do. So.
Yeah.
Also, I think it's scientifically or medically proven that eating people can make you go insane.
I don't believe that, but there are illnesses due to eating human flesh.
But you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself. Beating the egg whites, grinding almonds, everything.
It depends on what part of the human you eat. Yeah. If it's like the brain, like it can cause negative effects to your body. It's not very good idea.
I would eat the balls. That one's for Terumi.
I was applauding.
Ew.
Okay, if you eat them, it's not my fault. It's some disease.
True that.
And I was giving encouraging smiles.
Paimon was just thinking. Aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty, beating egg whites, and baking like this?
And if Terumi's still here,
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses, and play the piano. I just really enjoy making snacks.
He's busy playing Valorant.
Don't underestimate beating egg whites, by the way. It's a real arm workout. You also need to beat them to just the right consistency, or your macarons will crack. Anyway, give these a try. Fresh out of the oven. There's 3 for each of us.
Only 3?
Well, eating too many sweet treats might send all that sugar to your head. You wouldn't be able to think clearly about the case on a sugar rush, would you?
Tea is ready to be served as well. This is Demoiselle's favorite, strong black tea with a floral fragrance that clears the mind and lifts the spirit. No need for concern. I'm merely doing as I should.
All right then. Down to business. As Paimon mentioned
How much longer do I have to
previously,
do
the
this?
tunnel
Is there a
seems to be
break
something
soon?
Of a secret chamber.
well, it goes on for a while. The Fontaine Archon quest.
Yeah, but if I need to go to bed now, will I have to restart everything from the beginning, or will it go from here?
Not if you're in a special story mode, then yes. Are you able to teleport around and stuff?
If what?
Like the special story modes, like once during the case, like those ones, like they will not save your progress. If you like you have to go through the whole.
Or will it go to when I had to move around as Bennett?
It will basically once the case starts, right? More like a game mode. It's like a game mode, so like if you quit, it will not save. So you have to like put yourself through it and like force yourself if you don't want to lose your progress, which kind of sucks in my opinion.
Yeah, because I've been at this for 4 hours. I need to go to bed and stuff.
Oh wow, what actor are you
Well,
on?
if anything, you could technically quit now and replay it as like a refresher.
I don't want to go through another 4 hours when I start back this quest tomorrow.
Assume that Linny and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied its sealed confines. The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course, but they lack any logical motive.
This is Act 1. This is the Vinny case.
Exactly! Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
Because he was catching up on other things.
The flower vase and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal in the tunnel,
Like the first part of it only took me
resulting in the
about 2
shattering
hours
of the
to actually
vase,
get
the
through it.
discarding of her clothes, and her
Because I kept on
abduction.
failing the case,
Perhaps the
without
criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify.
Paimon thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the existence of this third person. But the only people left to consider are both technically victims, whether it's the missing girl, Halsey, or poor Cowell.
Huh. Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowell before making her escape?
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup, she would need to understand the entire trick to pull it off. Nor does she have any motive. The guard said that she has never had any dealings with the Magic Troop's members.
Were we not thorough enough in our search? From the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible case. Your macarons are amazing, though, Navia. They smell great! They're nice and crisp and super sweet!
They are my specialty, after all. And I see you've already had 5 of them.
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3, honest!
Okay, Paimon's the liar. She's guilty.
Please don't worry about it. At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a good thing.
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon knows how to count.
Why do you think her diaper's always full? That's why her diaper's are always so full.
Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough. Wait, even you don't believe Paimon?
I don't.
If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then may they turn into stone in her stomach!
All right, we get it. Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed in our chat and eaten them by mistake. No big deal. Malus, set up the stove again, if you would.
No, because this is Tavat. They don't need to do that.
Huh? What are you doing?
And again, there might be bathrooms that they don't bottle any because...
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
Exactly. We don't want to trouble you.
There's no, like, hunger bar.
As you wish, demoiselle.
Bathroom meter.
Yeah.
And I have the egg, sugar, and
If
almonds.
anything, it'd be a waste of time.
Well, this really is your hobby, huh?
All they're doing is eating.
That's it for snack time. I'm going to have another look around the area. I don't know what we're looking for yet, but we've still got some time. As attorneys, I suggest the 2 of you think the case over again. It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied
Maybe
on
the
stage
victim
during the
is
trial.
hiding in the bathroom.
Alright, thanks for your help and for the snacks.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Malus, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find anything new.
Okay, so if I'm back to Bennett and I have to come back the next day, I should be able to leave now?
Oh, it's probably gonna be a long and difficult case.
Right? Yes, and I can travel. Good. It's exactly what I wanted.
Have you ever changed your name card?
Yes, I have.
Still on the default one.
Yep, I put it back to the default.
Hey, congratulations on world level 7. That means you get to join my world.
Yeah, I've been joining Terumi's world.
Yeah, I'm still on world level 6, but I'm catching up.
Here, take Paimon's notes. They should help you review the situation.
Wait, isn't world level 7 like... No, world level 7 is AR-50.
55.
No, AR-55 is on world level 8.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm on world level 6, I'm on AR-50.
Yeah, I'm on world level 8.
I'm AR-55 and I just attained world level 7, so...
Because you've been too weak to do it.
Been too weak to do what?
The Ascension quest.
There is no Ascension quest at 55.
No, as someone who's like AR-48, I can confirm I'm like world level 6. So once I do the Ascension quest, I'll be world level 7.
There is no Ascension... There is no World Ascension.
Yeah, there is.
Nope.
50 there is.
Nope.
55 there isn't.
Nope, 50 there isn't. 55 there isn't.
Your memory's bad.
From 45 to 55, I was world level 6.
And see the rewards from the in-session quest.
Yeah, go there right now or as soon as you can and look.
Go look where?
That's all we can tell you.
Go where?
Adventurers Guild. You can check the session quest over.
Let's go find some treasure.
Even if you
already did them. That's why you don't.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the.
AR-55 will automatically raise you up to level 1.
Wasn't doing the quest.
But like.
Max adventure rank increased to 60. World level increased. And you say at 50? World level increased. Oh, there was an Ascensions quest at 50.
See, I told you.
Told you.
Okay. Well, 50 there is one. Okay. 55 there isn't, though.
Yeah. The 55 will automatically bring you up.
Yep. Okay, time for a wish. Before calling it a night. Please be lucky. Please bring me another Bennett.
Oh, BP-48.
Fingers crossed. Ah, nothing. Darn it.
I got 8 wishes and I'm 23.
Oh, ow.
Well, okay, folks. That's it. Tune in tomorrow for the next part of the Archon story that never wants to end. Toodaloos!